Welcome to the free-to-play account. And we're doing another Champions GP this time, and I'm not sure if we'll be able to complete it because we will be on holiday. But last week we did the F medal, and we're going to try and get another Champions at least finish this week. So if we can finish it, we will. But if not, hopefully I can help you in some qualifying. Race number 1 in Champs. On this Q2 session, we don't do Q1. Will come from Barcelona and Spain. What are we using? Well, Kevin Magnussen and Nico Hulkenberg, and the car in favour as well. So let's get into it. Race number 1 is from the magical Barcelona. So here we go with race 1 in Spain. You know where we're going to be starting. It's the back of the back. And how many points can we get? We know we want the magical 10. We've got the 10% boost this week, which will help us be a bit more competitive than we have before. So we're going to do softs and medium runs in the hope that we can. We're going to save our cuppa for the weekend if we can race. So Eternal Flame, and we'll use a bit of Taurus as well, just to use up some different boosts. So can we get the perfect start from the back? Nico Hulkenberg, Kevin Magnussen, race your heart out. Here we go. So poor starts as normal, and eventually we'll get racing with Nico Hulkenberg through the pack, kind of pushed around, and it releases K-Mag through into P19. We're going to keep pushing because race start gives us some good overtaking opportunities. And we're already sitting 16 and 18. And we're going to go backwards again. Come on, Hulkenberg. As we've got a bit of lag on here, so cut down a bit. Hulkenberg gets 16th. Kevin Magnussen, P18. And we've used pretty much most of that power unit now. Now we're going to just conserve. So basically try and save us some of that tyre. And boost back out. Can we get some good points? We got K-Mag 22. Hulkenberg P17. So not the biggest rise with Hulkenberg. And this lag getting a little bit worse every time. Can we get Hulkenberg? Yes, we can. Hulk's up to 16th on that soft tyre. K-Mag's out the back. Loving life. Watching all the other cars race away in front of him. And yet again, saving the power unit. 332 for Nico Hulkenberg. And K-Mag's not in a bad position. Logan Sargent just ahead. We're going to try and boost a little bit here. Let's see if we can just make a position. And sadly we can't yet. We'll keep boosting though. See if we can get at least one. Not quite. Still, no room for K-Mag. Annoyingly, Hulkenberg gets stuck in the pits entrance. And K-Mag, well, forms an orderly queue, too polite, and heads down the straight. Up to P19. Hulkenberg's out P22. And with the old pit exit trick, we can make a couple of positions or two. Piastri lagging around though. And we still can't get past him. Finally, we are through. Can we just earn some power unit as K-Mag gets into P17? Tricky track this is without all the old copper boosts and the amazing race starts. And down the straight we go. Hulkenberg now going to be making a few more positions whilst we boost back up. And here comes K-Mag out. P22. And that didn't work, did it? Too much. We're ahead of the rival. That's the main thing. We're going to keep pushing. Can we get past these? Not quite. As it looks like we did do a move, or nearly past Sargent. So we're going to have to just see if we can come back at the end of this race for a few positions. At the minute, Hulkenberg minding his own business. P16. K-Mag doesn't have to pit again, but pretty detached at the back on this 4-4 strategy. He won't be too detached when Hulkenberg picks and comes out behind him, I'll tell you that. Oh my God, look at that for some jolt. And we are in to P15. Come on, we need to survive this race. And that's the main thing, as Hulkenberg is in. Any more pit stoppers? Not just yet, if any. So down the straight we go. Hulkenberg comes back out, P21 and P22 then for, well, we were ahead then and it jolted back out. Bit unfair. As the Williams now squabble between themselves and again, jolting all the time. Absolutely terrible. And we've got Zhou Guanyu. I don't know if it's my internet or it's a server. I have no idea. But this is pretty tough to racing. We are making some ground. We're going to boost now. And boost a little bit with K-Mag. We can't boost too much with him. Can Hulkenberg get Sargent? He can. P18. Oh, no, he didn't. How did we not get him then? And now we finally get him. But it's going to be a bit too late, I think. Nico Hulkenberg can only manage P18. Round the final corner we go. And it's going to be P18 for Nico Hulkenberg. P19 for Kevin Magnussen. And it's going to be 13 points. Here we go in Zandvoort. Race number 2. 7 laps to come. And really, you want to be doing a one-stop here. But the tyre management of the drivers isn't the best. So we're going to put our thinking caps on. And we're definitely going to have to use boosts that are going to help us do them. So what boost do we want? Probably still going to have to be using... I mean, I'm going to use Lumberjack because we've got a large amount. I don't want to use my good boosts up just yet. So this is the part of free to play. When you haven't got many boosts, you got to use what you can use. So Hulkenberg and Magnussen. Come on, can we get some decent positions? And we get a good start. P19, P20, but we've gone a bit backwards. Oh, we had such a good start then as well. We should have dived up the inside. And instead, we're going to get swallowed up. Any room for overtaking? Not quite. Annoyingly. Because I feel like we had the benefit of that. We're going to just boost through this section. And K-Mag moves aside pretty much. And P20, P22 at the moment. Can K-Mag send one up the inside? No, but De Vries can. And Hulkenberg can take care of him at the same time. Down the straight we go. We'll do some pushing down the straight. Can we make any positions? Piastri in front of us. Computer says no. Difficult start to the Zandvoort GP. And it gets even worse nearly as we nearly get overtaken. Hulkenberg getting pushed along with Hamilton now. We're still behind Piastri. We're trying to hold off the rival at the same time. We survive for now. I might have to go to hards because I don't think the mediums are going to be that great for Hulk. And considering softs are where they are now, I think that's the case. Rivals in the pits. Hulk Magnussen hasn't been great on the mediums either, so I think hards. And we just try and earn as much power unit as we can now. And then hopefully boost in nice clear air is what we'll do. We've got K-Mag and Hulk. Come on, here comes Hulk on Tsunoda. Can't get the job done, nearly out of tyres. This car very, very hungry on its tyres by the look of it. As Magnussen holds off the rival. Hulk, though, used all his tyres up, and that's why hards, and we're going to suffer as he comes into the pits. I'm going to have to look after K-Mag. And now we'll boost as hard as we can with Nico Hulkenberg. Can we get ahead of the rival? We can. We're going to boost and close up that gap now. We've got a good chance to jump a few cars. We're going to push as much as we can in the bits where it matters. And we're doing a good job of closing that gap at the moment. As K-Mag now does make it into the pit with 1% tyre left. Hulkenberg down the straight. And can we get in? Hulkenberg into P20. Got Williams in front of Sargent. And we've got K-Mag out. Didn't do the pit trick though. Completely forgot about it. Just to make matters even harder for ourselves, you know. Can K-Mag get through? P22 and P20 now. We're going to have a lot of people start pitting. So we're going to just boost K-Mag as well. We're just trying to really close that gap. There is a few cars pitting, but not too many. They've already gone out. They've already left the pits. As Hulkenberg is so slow and Magnussen is so slow round that point. Hulkenberg can't send one up the inside. We're going to conserve again down this section. So, not looking great on the points either. We're still at 11 though. Target is 10. And guess what? We're about to probably concede on to 10 at this rate. We need a few breakdowns. We need a bit of luck because Piastri just flies past the hard tyre. I thought the hard tyre would be an issue. Turns out it's going to be. Any more chances of an overtake? K-Mag's behind De Vries. Can we get a boost to the end with him? Can Hulkenberg in P22. We need a place. We do get one more. Albon. No breakdowns at all. And so far, but K-Mag, having a look at De Vries, can't get the job done. It's going to be P18 for K-Mag. And Hulkenberg on that very difficult strategy comes home for 3 points. And we have to take it. It's 10 points in Zandvoort. It's race number 3 from the Hungaroring. And I don't imagine this is going to be any more fun from the back of the grid with the car and drivers that we have. So we might have to mix it up and try a few little things. Where do we qualify though? First P21 and P23 all together. Nico Hulkenberg getting the better qualifying about the opponents, which always helps. And we're going to save that copper boost, so we're going to use Taurus and probably Lumberjack. Not great boosts, but I'll use it because I've got quantity of it. So here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get off some good points? Obviously, we want 10 again. That would be the main idea on the free-to-play. Poor start. But can we fly one down the inside? Hulkenberg slow off with that race start. And the pack are already through the first corner. 22 and 23, if anything, gone backwards. Can we get any higher up as we go? But can we move forward? We're in 21st. And we're going backwards with K-Mag 22. And then again 23. So 23 and 24. Rivals pushing. We're just going to hold that little bit. And obviously everyone's getting stacked. Here comes Hulkenberg on the soft tyres. And where can we get to? Can we squeeze past Alex Albon in front of us? The answer is yes. We're up to P22. So making our way through past Sargent on the hard tyres. And where can we get to? We could do with another couple of spots, that's for sure, if we want to get to 10 points. 22nd at the minute. Sargent ahead on that hard tyre. And we're going to bring him in. We're going to try an undercut in Hungary. A very early hunger cut, nearly said. A very early undercut. It means we will two-stop. And we get Hulkenberg back in. We'll boost to try and close his gap now. There's a lot of work to do. As the rival will be pitting this lap. We're going to boost Hulkenberg, see if we can get him past the position. And we are going to get him P21. And now having a look at the back of Zhou Guan Yu. Can we get any positions? 24th, Nico Hulkenberg, slow as a snail, but he's catching the pack up, although he'll have to pit again. I think with these accounts, when you're at the back, you've always got to be looking out for something a little bit different. And at the moment, we are certainly trying. We've got K-Mag coming into the pits this time around, and he's into P19. Moving up to P22. So making some good move at the minute. And now Hulkenberg P20. So can we get K-Mag through? He's not in a bad position. He's past the rivals with a pit stop done and dusted. So that's what the bonus is. And we've got K-Mag P22. Hulkenberg's got to pit. He hasn't made it. I was hoping he'd get to P15, 16. But he hasn't. And at the minute, a lot of work for Hulkenberg to do. He's in the pits. And he'll come back out. But here comes Magnussen looking for a move. Can we get it done? 22nd. No one's. Few hard tyres to pit. But not looking too good at the moment. Can we just get at least 10 points? And that's the aim. On this wild goose chase, chasing the pack. Lap number 7 we start. Magnussen now into P18. Just can't take P17. And we've got every chance of trying to work our way up here. Some points would be pretty decent. Not a lot of pit stops left to do. But where can we get to? So a last lap hurrah is what's needed. 18th and 19th at the moment. Can we get the odd position? Nick de Vries is next, up into P17. So we're making a few positions with K-Mag. The 4-4 work to treat. Well, work to treat. We've got 17th place, if that's what you call a treat. Nico Hulkenberg really trying to get an extra place into P19. And he finally has. He's got to 19th. And we're going to scrape some points out of this last race. Or, well, third race. But it is going to be 14 points. As we move to Japan and Suzuka. Oh, a very, very difficult track. Especially with the tyres and the pit stop times that we have. Hulkenberg again, 21st. And we've got a wet race. And we know that we can't really do 4 laps on the wets. So we're probably going to have to split this up into maybe a 2-stop. I think a lot of the AI are going to do a 1-stop here. That's why it's going to be a little bit tough. Let's see. 10 points is the aim. And can we get off to a nice start? Here comes Magnussen. And we are P21, P22. So we're past the rival. That's the main thing. First, you've got to beat your rival. And that's what, at the minute, we're doing. We're P19 with Hulkenberg. And 21st with K-Mag. Don't know if I'd have preferred if we get a nice traffic down stop. Can we... Well, we've got 2 minutes 50 until it goes dry. So maybe we'll get a bit of dry running at the end. Chances are, I don't think so. Depends where we are. If we're at the back, we might as well stick it and have a go. As rival pushes. So P20, P23 as we try and hold on. And at the minute we can. But you can see the tyre management is not great at all. And the only thing I can try and do, because Hulkenberg's got a pit lap 3 and I can't double stack. So thinking to bring K-Mag in early as we sadly lose a position. Rivals used all that power unit up. and then down the straight we go. How the hell has the rival got me there? I have no idea. They've got no power unit left, and they've just absolutely breezed past us. As now into the pits comes Magnussen. Need a big stop by K-Mag. And I think we got it. Big stop indeed. And back out P24. And we're going to boost to close the gap. So hopefully we can do a bit, when everyone else is double stacking a little bit, hopefully we can squeeze through. Everyone's going to be pitting lap 4 pretty much. A little bit of lap 3, most of it lap 4. So it's not over yet. Where's K-Mag? He's coming around the back end of the circuit now. Can we get any more positions? We are dead last at the minute. As Nico Hulkenberg comes back out, we do get K-Mag ahead of the rival. Be interesting to see if the rival tries to get 4 laps out of that tyre, because that will be very tough to do. No pushing at all. 55 seconds to go until it starts drying up. Where can we get to? At the minute, we're only on for about, 7 points? And that's not really good enough. Everyone's in the pits, but we can't really afford to close them down too much. As down the straight we go. We are going to get a couple of positions though. And I told you, everybody pits lap 4. It's got us up to P14 and P18, so it looks absolutely amazing now. But you all know, the same as me, that we're about to see that this is going to change very quickly. Because we'll be coming into the pits now with Kevin Magnussen. And we're going to lose some positions. 15th and 18th. Where can we get to? Problem is, it's starting to dry. And you know for the fact is that Hulkenberg just can't get 4 laps. And I've got so much power unit spare as well. As K-Mag comes back out on the wets. We'll try and close it up. We've got to beat the rival first and all. What do you do with Hulkenberg? Oh, I don't think he's going to get 4 laps at all, but he's not now. We're losing places anyway. We've got both rivals in front of us. And we're not even going to get close to 4 laps. So, I mean, there's no point even bringing him in for wets anymore. We might as well put softs on. And hope that absolute heat of 75 million degrees comes out and dries the track. And that's our only hope left for this race, as K-Mag is out P23. Hulkenberg, as you can imagine, at the back, P24. He's going to stay there. There's no way he's catching up. Surely not. I can't see it happening at all. We're closing in for the wet tyres though, on the rival. Can we even get a point? I don't want to get this many points. We are literally, we got 1 of them. We do get 1, and what a frustrating way to end the Japanese race. And it was such a tough one, but never mind, we learn. And it is a massive 5 points. A massive 5 points to finish qualifying. I don't know if I'm going to make opening and final rounds, but I just hope for your benefit that you've enjoyed that one. You've seen me struggle, which I know a lot of you like to see. And at the moment, P4, 42 points, so we average just over 10 a race. And hopefully, if we do get a chance to race, even though I'm on holiday, which is very slim, fingers crossed, we can sneak into some opening round or final round. And I know I'll try and bring you it next week, if possible. But until then, I'll see you in the next video.